Howdy y'all, this is Texas Gaming Industries here, and welcome back to another episode of my Let's Play of Transport Fever 2. In the previous episode, we headed to Romania to help the Conductor improve the lives of the people of, well, Romania. And we did so despite the fact that we were in the red. But in this episode, we are going to continue with our campaign as we head to Chapter 3 mission, Sinful South. So let's head to the campaign and learn what we need to do for this particular mission.
Mankind is constantly creating amazing new inventions. Get involved.
China between the Sunshine State as the 1980s begin. Until recently known primarily as a paradise for the retired, lately the state of Florida has been experiencing an unprecedented boom. Immense sums from shady business ventures are causing high-rises to shoot up all over downtown Miami. Despite the trade embargo imposed against Cuba, certain merchandise from the Caribbean island is making its way to the U.S. mainland right here.
If you haven't been aware, we are heading to Florida in the 1980s to basically help out with a supposed lucrative contract of bringing in supplies and special goodies from Cuba, despite the embargo. Our bonus tasks are locked, so basically we haven't started this, obviously. So, let's get this mission started and see what we need to do in Florida, or should I say, get started in the world of Vice of the 1980s.
You've already done a bit of this and that in the course of your life. At the moment, you're taking care of all kinds of transport services in Florida. Your client? A certain lady who is eager to remain anonymous. Your goal? Gee, to get rich. What else? Is it all legit and above board? Well... Hey, the main thing is that people are having fun, right? All kinds of good stuff comes from Cuba. It's so stupid that nothing's allowed to be imported from there since the USA imposed a trade embargo against the communist island nation. But even US congressmen appreciate Cuban cigars and a glass of fine rum. Your client wants you to move the goods from the Caribbean to the US mainland. But God help you if you let yourself get caught in the act. Help your contacts to bring cigars and rum onto the US market. You should disguise your venture as an import business for tropical fruit so that your activities attract less attention.
But before we do that, welcome to Florida. Well, the tip of Florida. As you can see, we have a whole bunch of different industries, as well as 3 main cities in Florida: West Palm Beach, Fort Myers, and Miami. And Key West down south, along this little set of bridges. And over here in Cuba, the capital of Havana, as well as a small little town called Nasasu, or however it's pronounced. But, as you can basically see, there's a whole bunch of industries. We have this typical construction materials plant and food processing plant, but we also have a little drop-off spot for food called Film Crew Catering. That might come into play later. But there's also a couple of unique industries on this island. Well, in this game as well. There's this rum distillery and this cigar factory, along with this goods factory here. And on this island in the Bahamas, a small tropical fruit farm. So our goal is primarily, for right now, is to deliver fruit in. But we also want to basically get some of the stuff from Cuba into the United States for our client. So we'll call this route Ship Route A to get us started. And this ship will be primarily designed to pick up loads of rum. Then we'll set up another ship route. Give that purple color. Call it Ship Route B. And in parentheses, this one will be for cigars. We'll fill it to the full load at 10 minutes, and then just pick up cigars there. Good thing is, this port right here is connected to a whole bunch of commercial buildings, which is beneficial to our supplies of, well, cigars, fruit, and whiskey and rum, along with regular food and general goods. Now, let's see if we can place down this beside, well, the main fruit plantation. And we'll call this ship route C and call this fruit. We'll paint it purple again, have a full load and set it for 10 minutes. And let's get a small shipyard up and running. Let's see. Cargo. Let's basically use 3 of these ships. I'll assign this one to pick up rum, this one to pick up cigars, and put this one on the fruit service. Now we gotta get all the rum and cigars delivered to this port down here. Thankfully, we can simply place down our cargo, well, our truck's delivery stop right here at Havana East. With that done, let's see. Havana needs cigars, rum, and goods. So, not only we can export them to Miami, but we can also bring in supplies into Havana as well. Just to make sure the production at the factories are at full capacity. Alright. And here, we'll place down another one. But let's just place one that's a little bit far off from the main road, because I don't want to basically cause a traffic jam. Especially for trucks waiting to come in to pick up their loads and take them to their respective destinations. Now then, let's see. Truck unload stop. We'll place this right here in the middle of town. And we'll also place one here as well to deliver goods into Havana as well. Because why not? I want to get rich, and I also want to help the people I connect to with my business transports. Let's basically get one truck route to connect to Havana from the rum factory. We'll call this Truck Service A1-H, which signifies it's a Havana delivery. And we'll put this as rum. And this will be Truck Service A2/M for Miami, and put in rum. Put it at 10 minutes on that one. Same for this. Let's connect these two as well. Truck Service B1H Cigars. And Truck Service B2M Cigars. This will be full load at 10 minutes as well. We'll also get this one rooted. Call this Truck Service BC1H, which will be for goods. We'll put a full load, 10 minutes, give it a green color, and let's get some trucks into service. So let's have a look what we got. Alright, so we have the small Isuzu Elf and the Peterbilt 359. I prefer to have this particular model in the United States and this little one in Cuba, as since Cuba's embargoes with the US, other countries are able to import their products into this country, such as Japan. So let's purchase 10 of these, put them onto that run first. Then the same for the one for exporting the commodities. Another 10 for the cigars. On the second thought, I don't really think 10 trucks is needed in those operations, so I'll get 5 to serve the runs into Havana, and 10 to serve the ones for the products being exported. And that should basically do it for now to start up our operations. And to give these trucks a more life, I'm going to give them all the same color. It's great. I could also start a small bus service in this town as well. I can take people into town to do shopping as well as to go to work. This will be Havana commuter bus, and we'll give it a brown coat and purchase one of these buses, the Chevrolet the GM Fishbowl, because it's old school, while the Chevrolet C60 will handle operations in the United States. On second thought, this one carries 15, that one carries 13, but I'm primarily just going to handle passenger operations with, well, minimal passenger services, because I don't feel like it's a passenger-oriented app. Let's see if we get a color that matches. That one will do. Huh. Our first passenger. That's great. But now, trucks are starting to get loaded up with supplies bound for their respective destinations. Especially this one with its first load of cigars, heading for the Miami harbor. Well, the harbor to drop off its commodities for the ships. Meanwhile, our ship is busy picking up tropical fruit. This construction materials plant is fully operational now. Maybe I should start transporting construction materials across the map. Plus, the road between these cities is a little too small. There we go. I'll fix it. And let's see. Now, these towns outside of Miami require a unique commodity. West Palm Beach needs rum, and Fort Myers needs cigars. Let's place down a road depot near the airport, and let's get some trucks to serve this new operation. call this truck service D1. Though we know H or M because it's already operating in Havana already. Well, Cuba. And we'll call this building materials. Place another one down here at West Palm Beach. Truck service D2. Building materials. Green, and put it at a full load. And the trucks in the States will just be 5 of these. Five for that. And 5 for that. Also, I'll probably want to give these 2 truck lines a new coat, a color. All those trucks, those Peterbilts, will be orange. Because I like the orange with the white stripe on the side. So, our shipment is starting to go up, which is good. No. It needs cigars, so it looks like we'll have to find a way to transport them from here all the way down towards Fort Myers, as well as rum towards West Palm Beach. And at the same time, I want to at least get passenger service operating in, well, Florida. Let's basically place down one of these. Since there's 2 towns that the bus operation will be serving, I feel like this is very much appropriate. Which will leave the bus, a bus primarily to run around, well, this city. That's in the way of that, my truck system. I'm gonna replace that with new stuff. Bus route A for the bus in the city, and acquire a pair of these. And put them to work on the bus route, and then assign a new intercity bus route between these 2 communities. Intercity bus route A. These will basically be gray. Intercity bus route B. And then basically get 4 of these. 2 for each one. And our fruit and rum have been delivered. Now all we need to do is just wait for the cigars to arrive. Which I could basically make it a lot faster by just turning the ship around. Now let's see. Well, our truck has arrived with its first delivery, and it's made a pretty good amount. Though, I think I'll probably probably just change the direction of the original stop, because I don't think a truck turning in that angle will not look good. Speaking of which, how are my lines doing so far right now? The only one that's profitable is the commuter bus in Havana, which is now not, and the goods truck service, delivering goods from the factory into Havana, which, thanks to its deliveries, it's starting to grow pretty well. Plus, since the state bus stop is next to this airfield, this could be very beneficial in just a moment or so. Alright, here comes our ship of Cuban-made cigars, so we could basically finish this part of this mysterious lady's contract finished.
The Border Patrol has stepped up its activities in the waters around the peninsula. Make really sure you won't get caught.
Ooh dear. I don't think I ever learned on what actually does happen if you get caught. And I do not want to know.
Your job here is super duper. If it wasn't for those pesky law enforcement officers who make life so gall darn difficult, make sure they never get their claws on you. Your boss will think that's a great idea too. Don't let yourself get nabbed by the boys with badges. That's unpleasant enough all by itself, but when your client gets wind of it...
Okay. I think it was supposed to also access this circle as well. But, however, everything seems to be going fine because there's only a few more seconds.
You're doing such a good job that lately you're being entrusted with more goods than just rum and cigars. Transporting them is even trickier, the risk of getting caught a lot bigger. Just say no to it? With your boss, it wasn't an option. If you value your health, you'd better do what she wants. Meanwhile, the sea route has gotten pretty risky. That's why it's better to take a plane. Disguise the venture as a vacation airline so that the authorities don't get wise to you.
So, now we are basically going to get started on a passenger airline operation. So we'll call this Air Route A and Air Route B, serving these tropical destinations. And since they're going to be passenger...
Mr. Manu Mikael, a somewhat shady businessman from Finland, wants to try his hand at alligator farming here in Florida. Although, he's got a small problem at the moment. There's a hole in the gator pen fence, and at least 10 animals are missing.
Oh, you have got to be joking. Well, first of all, I'll need to set up my air routes. But let's help.
Help the desperate farmer to recapture the reptiles in his care before they suddenly visit him on his porch. The only way to make sure none of the creatures get away is to have enough boats.
Which is gonna help really much now with the arrival of these waypoints. I could easily have a fleet of hovercraft running completely around, well, that area. It will basically go Let's try that again. Let's see. Let's do it about 3 times. And then connect to this. With that done, we'll just get started on transporting commodities by air now. Let's see. Okay. cigars and rum here. Let me see. Where did Air Route B supposed to go?
At last, all the alligators are back where they belong. The fence is repaired, and the Finnish farmer can get a better night's sleep again.
Well, that's good to hear. And I think that will basically do it for this episode. So, if you enjoyed this episode of my Let's Play of Transport Fever 2, please be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to Texas Gaming Industries for new video uploads every Friday or Saturday, depending on my outside schedule. And as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye!